Hey party people, see what I have over here to my left is the Shine Master, which is Maxshine. It's kind of run under two different names. It is what's called their detailing clay mitt. What is a detailing clay mitt? Well, the simple answer is it is a mitt, a tool in order to decontaminate your car paint. What does that even mean? Well, the simple answer is this. You have this stuff called pollution. It's floating in the air. Particles within that pollution will bond to your materials of your car. Your paint, your glass, your trim pieces, your chrome, your wheels. It bonds to anything and everything. That is unwanted. Why? Because it doesn't feel good, it doesn't sound good, and sometimes it doesn't look good. Because those bonded contaminants, typically you can see them, hear them, and feel them. What do I mean by that? Well, if you have a light colored car, they will often show up as little tiny rust specks, like brownish little specks. If you rub the surface of your car, you may feel a subtle or a very significant texture to it. As you rub it, you will be able to hear it, kind of like this. Hear that? Paint should be seen, not heard. Why do you hear that? Well, I actually have Overspray on my car, which is another useful purpose of this tool, is it will remove paint overspray in most cases. You need to understand that not all overspray, just like not all paint contaminants, are created equally. They truly are unique. You never know what you're dealing with until you're dealing with it, which means you may be required to rub really long, many times, and a certain amount of pressure in order to achieve desired results. So let's dissect this detailing clay mitt. All for detailing, that's their little tagline. And this literally is labeled as Shine Master, but I don't really know the difference, but it's Maxshine. So as a rule, clay mitts come with two sides. You've got the side that's a kind of a textured type of rubber, let's call it a sole, kind of like the sole of your shoe, except it's a little softer than the sole of your shoe. And then typically you have some type of other side to it. For example, here is a very old one. I believe this is an old nanoskin clay mitt that I've had for quite a few years. Microfiber on the one side, the polymer material on the other side. The polymer rubberized material is the side that will decontaminate your surface of your car. Now this one, you can slide your hand into it just like you can this one. I don't want to talk about this one right now. I want to talk about this one. It's also cool because it's got this, what I consider the safest wash mitt you can get, which is a chenille wash mitt. It's got all these fingers made of microfiber material to it. I think the goal with this was that you can simultaneously wash your car, hose it off, while there's still water on it, which acts as a lubricant that allows you to slide this across your paint that will then simultaneously shear off those paint contaminants and make your paint silky smooth. I think that was the goal of this one versus this one, which is kind of meant to mop up your Clay Lube if you use a dedicated Clay Lube. Oh, what's a Clay Lube? I'm glad you asked. A Clay Lube is anything that allows you to rub this across your paint or your glass or whatever it is you're trying to decontaminate of your car. For example, this is going to be naturally sticky, as in grippy, which I know is not even a word. So it's not going to naturally slide back and forth across the hard surfaces of your car. Therefore, you're going to need some kind of lubricant in order to allow it to slide back and forth. Let me illustrate. This is one of my favorite products. Now, I chose this product because I already have it, I already love it. It's incredibly versatile, but you don't have to overthink it. You literally could use water. Now, water is not the preferred method for most guys. Now this is my CSI waterless product that I diluted down. What it is the Q7 wax. This is the Q7 detailer. You can use this straight. It's waterborne technology, which means you can dilute it down just like I did the wax. So if you really wanted to get tricky, you could simultaneously use this as a clay lube and leave a subtle amount of wax in the process. And I will emphasize the word subtle because it will in fact be subtle. So you start with a clean car, a freshly washed car. Now you pick the area of your car right here that has paint contaminants. In this case, it actually has overspray. That's what I'm dealing with. So I lube this down, lube that down, and now I rub back and forth, side to side. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling and I'm listening and I'm checking to see if it's smooth, see if I still need to go back in, which I do. And this is really handy because it contours to all the contours and nuances of your body lines and the intricacies of your car. And I rub it back and forth. And because not all paint contaminants or paint oversprays created equally, you never know how much you're going to have to rub and finesse to remove those contaminants or the overspray. Now, right in this section, I'm having to rub a lot of times in order to remove it. You know why? Because not all paint overspray is created equally. Some paint is really, really hard to get off, like road paint. You know, the paint they use to stripe the roads? That's literally meant to last a lifetime. That stuff gets flipped up on your car. It is a nightmare. This, who knows what it is? Could be latex paint. Could be sitting in a neighborhood where they're painting the exterior of a house. Most of you will not know how it got on your car. I just know you're going to want it off your car. So this is a great tool. I want to just do a little review. In fact, I'd have to say that this is probably the best one that I've literally ever seen. It's got this ribbed area that you slide your hand into. It's even embroidered, which not that that's really critical. It's got this really nice, what I consider the finest or the safest way to wash your car, the chenille fibers. And it's got this very effective polymer, rubber, whatever you want to call this material, in order to decontaminate your car with. So there's my little review. By all means, check the links before so you can get one of these at your house and use it on your car so that you can get more desired results into your life, not less desired results. With that said, leave me in the comments below. For example, have you ever tried one of these yourself? Have you even heard about them? What do you prefer? Do you prefer a standard clay bar or do you prefer a clay mitt? Which do you think causes more damage? Wait, Darren, you didn't say damage. I know. Yes, they will do some damage. You know why? Because there's a lot of moving parts. What are the kind of contaminants on your car? What is the overspray like on your car? How many times you have to rub it? I don't care which tool you're using. It's going to incur, in some cases, as in most cases, if you look hard enough, some unwanted effect. But that's where everything in life has trade-offs. For 99.9% of you, you will welcome the wanted benefits of using one of these tools rather than the unwanted benefits, which is paint contaminants or paint overspray left on your car. So you might incur a little bit of abrading to your paint. A video for a whole nother time, but you can let me know below what your opinion is on that. Yay, yay, thumbs up, thumbs down, what do you think? Leave me the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you've learned anything along the way. With that said, we'll see you on the next video.